It had been weeks of me skimming through the seedy underbelly of the web. The late-night hours blurred into days as I sought refuge from the suffocating grip of my job and debt. The dark web's allure was the sheer unpredictability of it all. I found myself one evening staring at a peculiar link. Intergalactic Hitman Services. A beacon of audacity amidst a sea of mundane black market offers. I was met with an interface that displayed star constellations. Shortly after, a distorted voice erupted from my speakers. "Greetings, Earthling. You've shown interest in our unique service." I laughed, taking it as a joke. "How does it work?" "For a fee, a hunt across dimensions and galaxies ensues. But, Earthling, be warned. The chase is deadly, and your pursuers aren't of this world." I felt a rush. A mixture of fear and excitement. My mundane life suddenly held the promise of something greater. "I'm in," I declared, chasing the thrill. The sky's transformation to crimson wasn't immediate. It began at twilight the next day. I noticed an eerie stillness in the city, punctuated only by the low hum from above. The coin's alien inscription felt alive in my hand, throbbing and cold. As I activated it, a sense of finality took hold. The real world had shifted, and my escape had begun. Sleep eluded me. Every corner held shadows that seemed to breathe, watching me. I sold my apartment and belongings, ensuring I remained a wanderer. One evening, in a bar at the edge of town, the cold touch of a stranger's hand sent shivers down my spine. The shadowed eyes bore into me with recognition. I knew I had to leave town. That's when I met Carla. She had this rugged look about her, as though she'd seen things most hadn't. On a whim, I shared my secret. She didn't flinch. Rax was a man trapped between worlds. It was evident in his gaze, which seemed to flicker between our reality and countless others. His stories of interstellar smuggles and cosmic heists seemed otherworldly. The wristband, he said, had once belonged to a fugitive prince who defied celestial laws. Now, in my possession, it would allow brief forays into other dimensions, but each jump depleted its ancient energy. Each dimension had its own challenges. There were water worlds where I learned to breathe underwater, forest planets where trees whispered secrets, and cities in the clouds where gravity was a mere suggestion. But always, there was the Zelforian. Lyrak. Sometimes as a whisper in the crowd, sometimes a reflection in water. His reptilian eyes seemed to exhibit both hatred and sadness, a cocktail of emotions I couldn't decipher. Lyrak finally confronted me on a desert planet named Dara, beneath its twin suns. But as he approached, it wasn't aggression in his eyes, but desperation. Rax's sudden appearance and his fierce protective stance led to a battle of cosmic proportions. However, amidst the swirling sands, a revelation occurred. Lyrak was enslaved, forced to hunt because of the wristband's energy that his dying world needed. My fear of Lyrak transformed into empathy. We formed a pact. I would offer the wristband's energy if he guided me home. Earth, but not as I knew it. The familiar blue was marred by red streaks. Cities were in ruins, replaced by colossal fortresses. Orion emerged, his form nothing like the voice I'd first encountered. Tall and silver-skinned, with a look of cold amusement. "Welcome to an Earth where the Zelforian invasion succeeded. Your chase has only just begun." As Lyrak and I faced this new world, an understanding grew between us. We weren't just hunter and prey anymore. We were comrades in a twisted game, about to face the real hunt together. As Lyrak and I navigated the alien-infested streets, we stumbled upon pockets of human resistance. One group, led by a fierce warrior named Ilara, took us in. With her raven black hair and a scar across one eye, she was a testament to Earth's defiance. Ilara revealed that Orion's species, the Lumarians, had deceived many and now ruled this version of Earth. At the heart of this chaos stood the Lumarian citadel, a looming structure from which Orion and his ilk operated. They were siphoning Earth's resources, bending the very fabric of space-time to their will. Elara's plan was to storm the citadel, and she believed the energy of my wristband could be the key. While preparing for our assault, Lyrak shared an ancient Lumerian prophecy he'd learned. A being from another dimension, aided by a Zelforian, would be the Lumerians' downfall. They realized that I wasn't just any prey, I was the one from the prophecy. The chase was Orion's way of diverting from this ancient truth. With the Resistance's might and the unexpected alliance between human, me, and Zelforian, the siege began. Battles raged, both in the physical realm and on a cosmic level, tearing at the seams of reality. Lyrak, Elara, and I found ourselves in the Citadel's core. A pulsating orb floated, the essence of Earth's stolen resources. Orion confronted us, a final standoff. As our battle ensued, the wristband resonated with the orb, revealing a portal home. The energy required to stabilize the portal was immense. Lyrak, realizing what needed to be done, merged with the wristband. His essence, combined with its energy, ensured our passage home. As he faded, he left with a message: "Every chase has an end. Find yours." Back in my original Earth, the memories of the chase, the other dimensions, and the bond with Lyrak seemed dreamlike. But the lessons were real. Life was no longer about escaping monotony, but embracing it, finding purpose, and cherishing the unexpected turns. The dark web, once a refuge of escapism, now held no allure. The cosmos had shown its colors, and now the real adventure was living, truly living, on Earth. Back on Earth, a semblance of normalcy began to embrace me. But the universe had other plans. One evening, the familiar hum in the air returned. In the night sky, strange constellations appeared, their geometry suggesting they were not of this realm. Orion might have been defeated in the alternate dimension, but his allies, the Lumerians, sought vengeance. They had tracked me down, seeking the last vestige of the energy that Lyrak and I once wielded. This time, the chase was relentless, as various extraterrestrial beings descended upon Earth. The skies were filled with alien ships, their intentions clear. An old friend, Rax, reappeared with a risky idea. There was a dormant black hole, which, if reactivated, could help me switch dimensions once again. But venturing near it was tantamount to insanity. Black holes weren't just space's vacuums, they were gateways, unpredictable in their outcomes. To activate the black hole, we needed an artifact known as the Star Shard, reputed to be in the possession of a Lumerian commander on Earth. With Elara's help, who had curiously appeared in this dimension too, we planned a celestial heist. The Star Shard was kept in a Lumerian base, protected by cosmic enchantments. The trio's synergy, formed from previous battles, became our biggest strength. The heist was a whirlwind of stealth, cosmic battles, and the bending of space-time. With the Star Shard in hand, we approached the dormant black hole. Reactivating it required channeling the shard's energy and reciting a series of cosmic incantations. As it stirred to life, a gravitational pull began to seize everything around. I was faced with a choice: jump in and embrace uncertainty, or stay and face the Lumerian wrath. Remembering Lyrak's words about every chase having an end, I took a leap of faith into the abyss. Inside the black hole was pandemonium. It felt like being in a cosmic blender, being torn apart and reshaped. Images, sounds, and emotions from countless dimensions flashed by, until suddenly, I was spit out into a realm unknown. The surroundings were bizarre, with landscapes shifting and morphing constantly, floating islands, rivers flowing upside down, and two distinct moons casting alternating shadows. I soon discovered I was in the Nexus, a convergence point for all dimensions. It was a sanctuary, a place untouched by the Lumerians. Here, beings from various realities coexisted, and time flowed differently. In the Nexus, I met seers who spoke of my destiny. My journey through dimensions wasn't just escapism, It was a cosmic rite of passage. I was to be the Nexus Guardian, ensuring its secrets remained protected from threats like the Lumerians. As I embraced this new purpose, the chase's memories, the dark web's allure, and Earth seemed distant yet foundational. They were chapters of a story that led me to my true calling, here at the heart of all realities. Under the guidance of the Seers, I embarked on rigorous training. I learned to harness the Nexus's energy, manipulate the fabric of various dimensions, and communicate with beings of incomprehensible forms. The Nexus was not just a hub. It was a living, breathing entity with wisdom beyond time. One evening, a mysterious entity named Silra approached me. Her form was ever-shifting, like a dance of shadows and light. She whispered of the Lumerians' plot to infiltrate the Nexus, using a traitor from within. With the newfound abilities, I began my investigation. My prime suspect was a fellow trainee, Jaxar, whose behavior had grown increasingly erratic. In confronting him, a cosmic duel ensued, tearing through the very essence of the Nexus. The duel's intensity opened a rift, casting both Jaxar and me into an unknown space beyond the Nexus. Here, the rules of physics and time were distorted. We weren't in another dimension but between them, in the cosmic void. Stranded together, Jaxar's bitterness faded, replaced by remorse. He revealed his manipulation by the Lumarians, who promised to restore his original dimension, lost in a cosmic cataclysm. The deception ran deep, with Lumarians manipulating beings across realities. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Jaxar and I formed a tenuous alliance. Using our combined skills, we constructed a beacon, sending a signal to the Nexus. All the while, evading the Lumerian scouts patrolling the void. Aided by the Nexus forces, we returned to confront the Lumerians. A grand cosmic battle ensued, tearing at the fabric of space-time. Lumerian warships against the Nexus Guardians, with the fate of all dimensions hanging in the balance. Realizing the destructive potential of their conflict, the Nexus Guardians and Lumerians halted their battle. I proposed a pact, calling for an interdimensional council where grievances could be settled without war. Jaxar's testimony of Lumerian deception was crucial in this truce. As the first council convened, representatives from myriad dimensions gathered. The Lumerians, now humbled, took their place among the many. The council's establishment marked a new era of peace, negotiation, and exploration across realities. With the council in place, my role as the Nexus Guardian transformed. My journey, which began as an escape from monotony, had taken me through realities beyond comprehension. It was time to return home, armed with the wisdom of the cosmos. Stepping back onto Earth, I cherished the familiar yet saw it with new eyes. The universe's vastness had taught me to appreciate the immediate, the present, and the home that had once seemed so small. In my journey across the vast cosmos, I discovered purpose, allies, and self-redemption. It's been an unforgettable adventure, and I'm humbled you chose to traverse it with me. From the depths of my heart, thank you. Your company made this Odyssey even more meaningful. If you enjoyed our voyage, please hit that like button and subscribe to join me on future interstellar adventures. Until our paths cross again, safe travels through the stars.